Jhana is concentration, one-pointedness of wholesome mind or wholesome one-pointedness is called jhana. Jhana has its own factors. In order to attain jhana, one has to overcome hindrances like greed, anger, sleepiness and drowsiness, restlessness and worry, and doubt. When these are called 5 hindrances, they are called hindrances because they hinder, they obstruct the gaining of concentration. Therefore, one has to overcome them in order to attain jhanas. When these are overcome, they actually are held at bay, not totally completely destroyed. However, in their absence, jhanic factors arise. The factors are initial thought, application of thought, joy, happiness, and concentration. When these factors work together in unison as a team, that instant, that moment, mind gains very good, high quality concentration. And that high quality concentration, concentrated state of mind is called jhana. That attainment is jhanic attainment. That state, the state itself is called jhana. Anybody can attain jhana, provided the person has time and is dedicated to the practice and do it regularly, consistently in sitting posture. You cannot attain jhana while walking, talking, running, playing games and swimming and so forth. When you are physically and mentally very busy, you cannot attain jhana. You have to have a very quiet place, secluded place. You have to have a very relaxed, peaceful state and place where there's no noise. Of course, we cannot find noiseless place. There may be noise, should be minimum noise. Environment is more conducive to gaining concentration. That is why the solitude is absolutely necessary for gaining concentration. You have to find a quiet place, empty house, or even in your own room. You got to turn off all your cell phones, your regular phone, the computers and the TVs and so forth. If you have a house pets like dogs that make noise, you have to make them sit quietly, calmly. Some dogs are very cooperative. They are obedient. You have to make them sit quietly. So you have to create meditative atmosphere, quiet, peaceful atmosphere, and then sit in a comfortable posture. Among comfortable posture, the best, of course, is the lotus posture, which is called diamond posture. Once you sit in that posture, you have to close your eyes and focus. You have to make a sort of a contour survey of your body to see, to become aware of where the body, where the head is, where the shoulders are, how straight the body is. Once you made this survey and close your eyes and start the practice, if due to hindrances, if you fall sleepy and drowsy, you probably might slant forward, backward, or sideward, especially when everything is comfortable. Cushions are comfortable, room is air conditioned, there's no noise, and your posture you have adjusted. So even you have a very sort of a dehumidifier, or if it is a humid day, you may have dry days, you may have humidifier, day with a lot of humidity, you may have dehumidifier and so forth. All these are working very smoothly to make everything quiet and calm and peaceful. The posture is quiet. And that is the atmosphere where you can practice jhana. As I said, when you keep the body straight, you have to have a subject for jhana, to gain jhana. There are various subjects. The easiest one we recommend is your own breath. You close your eyes, focus your mind on the breath, and take few deep breaths to notice the sensation of breath. You may feel the sensation of breath somewhere in your nasal area. You don't have to force to look for the place where the breath touches. In order to gain concentration, however, you have to find one single spot where the breath touches when you breathe in and out to focus your mind on. Once you found the place, rims of the nostrils or tip of the nose or upper lip or inside the nose between eyes, there you focus your mind exclusively without thinking of anything outside, without trying to take all the details of breathing into account. Simply become aware of this place, the touch, the sensation of the breath, and keep focusing your mind. As the mind unites with the breath, then your hindrances sometimes become active, like especially sleepiness and drowsiness. Once you have overcome that, then its opposite might become active, like restlessness and worry. When you overcome that, then sometimes greed or desire, clinging, can arise in your mind. If you manage to overcome that, anger or resentment can arise in your mind. When you have overcome all of them, you may still have certain doubts. You overcome them. Overcoming these hindrances also become easier when you assume a comfortable posture. And then initial thought arises. Initial thought is the thought of friendliness, compassion, and letting go. That is what we call generosity. That means you don't try to hold on to anything. Whatever arises, you can see it passes away, so you let it pass away. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to hang on to it. These three types of wholesome thoughts begin to arise in a very systematic way. Systematic way means very, very without any hindrances, without any difficulties. For instance, generosity is against the greed. That is one hindrance. And then compassion is against cruelty. That's also part of the hindrance of hatred. And then non-cruelty or compassion arise against as cruelty. So these are the beautiful thoughts that begin to activate at that time when everything is calm. You feel letting go of everything. You have very compassionate feeling towards all living beings. You will have a very friendly feeling for all living beings. And that's a wonderful experience in order to gain concentration. Then it remains in the mind. That's called sustained thought. Then, because of their presence in the mind for a certain period of time, you experience joy. And when joy increases by degrees, you gain happiness. When the happiness increases by degrees, becomes very strong. Happiness is contentment, settled mind, quietening, settling, your satisfaction is expressed in happiness. Then you gain concentration. So on to gain concentration, you go to follow these steps, and once you gain this type of concentration, that attainment is called jhana. Jhanic concentration is necessary. That means a high quality of concentration. This concentration you gain also when you have hindrances, overcome hindrances. With the hindrances you cannot attain liberation or enlightenment, even the stream entry. Even for attaining stream entry, you have to have a high quality concentration. That may be jhana, that may not be jhana. For instance, when you listen to a Dhamma talk, your mind is fully preoccupied with the message of Dhamma, and you become so relaxed and delightful, again become very happy right while listening to the Dhamma talk, and you gain concentration, and that puts you on the track of attaining stream entry. So, but with the jhana, attainment of stream entry and so forth is easier. Without jhana, you have to have a previous meditative experience. If you have not done any meditation to cleanse your mind, purify your mind, to understand the Dhamma as it is taught, you cannot gain concentration, or you cannot attain stream entry. Therefore, either you have to have a tremendous amount of accumulated experience from your past practices, or you have to gain jhanas in order to attain the stream entry. So, the jhanic attainment itself is not necessary for the attainment of the stream entry, but the concentration has to be of high quality, almost like jhanic concentration. Yes, actually the right concentration is explained in terms of 4 jhanas.
Yes.
Right concentration. So there's a truth in it. Now, as I said, at least you have to have a jhanic concentration to attain stream entry. The jhanic concentration is Samma Samadhi. Samma, what you call last step of the Noble Eightfold Path, Samma Samadhi. Samma Samadhi in the perfect sense, fullest sense, of course, is the attainment of 4 jhanas. Even to gain this high quality right concentration, high quality concentration without jhana, you have to follow the Noble Eightfold Path in order to gain right concentration. So after following the Noble Eightfold Path, you are ready for attaining a stream entry at the time when the mind is very highly concentrated. So it is, we have many examples in practical Buddhist life, lay people's life or monks' lives, who have listened to the Dhamma and attained enlightenment, mystery mention and so forth. Like Vaya Daruchirya, Upali, Anya Kondanya, and so forth. While Buddha was giving the sermon, by the end of the sermon, they all attain stream entry, and even sometimes Arahanthood some attain. But they develop their mind, they have practiced Noble Eightfold Path so many times for so long, and now their mind is so clean and pure and strong and powerful. They have this quality of right concentration, of course, of at least the fourth jhanic concentration. There's one discourse called Atthaka Nagara Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya. In that sutta, Venerable Ananda has pointed out or given instruction to Nagara, his name, to attain stream entry from the first jhana. So some commentators like Buddhaghosa say you need excess concentration very, very highly developed and very close to attainment of the first jhana. That level also is very pure level, strong, powerful level. But that is not as powerful as the concentration itself, and yet it is powerful enough to penetrate the truth, or to attain stream entry.